Where do I even begin when I talk about my job? I'm there around 4 o'clock in the morning. I walk in workout clothes, tennis shoes, no makeup. Then I get out of the hair and makeup chair around 5 in the morning. I go up to my office, I take notes, I write it all in this manila folder. I put on my dress, put on my high heels. Then I rush out to the set. I say hey to everyone and say hey to the control room because they're in my ear talking to me. And then we get the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we go on air and we have 3 hours of fun. And it's a high. I just love it. It's wonderful. I love what I'm doing. I remember we lived in Spartanburg, South Carolina, sitting on the shag carpet in our den, watching the Oscars on our big TV and crying because I wanted to be there so badly. I just had this desire in my heart as a little girl that I wanted some form of the stage or television or entertainment. I went on auditions, I was involved in theater. Anytime a movie would come to our hometown, I would audition as an extra and somehow weasel my way into the background. It was just a desire of mine as a little girl. I was born this way. Growing up throughout my high school years, I just had this void in my life. And I remember asking my friend Cindy, why do I feel this way? I feel like there are people that don't understand me and don't even care about understanding me, but are still critical of me. The biggest regret for me is not living my life the right way for so long. I was 21 years old before I figured out that I needed to answer that knock on my door, which was God. I felt like if you did that, if I answered the door and I let God into my life, then I was gonna have to give up things that were fun, and He wanted me to live a life that wasn't fun. Instead, the fun began when I did that. I was searching to be loved by other people. I was searching for friends. I was searching for acceptance. And then I asked God to come into my life, and instantly, He just poured blessings into my life. I wanted to be able to live a comfortable life. I wanted to have children after I had achieved my success because I didn't ever want to feel stressed about my finances. I was a planner. I had a whole life planned out, what I was gonna do, how I was gonna get to New York, and what internships I was gonna do, and what the stepping stones were gonna be. And so when I started trying to have children, it was not successful. I ended up finally getting pregnant in the fall. I went to the ultrasound and I heard the heartbeat, and it was so beautiful and we were so excited. So then I went back for the next appointment, and she walked in and she said, you know, I've had 2 other patients that have been in the same situation that you've been in, Ainsley, today, and I just want to prepare you that it might not be good. And I said, Dr. DeBrennans, what do you mean? Like there could be something wrong? She said, I'm sure everything's fine, but the baby was really small at the first appointment. And we knew that. I just thought that maybe we had miscalculated the birthday, or she had miscalculated it, and maybe the numbers were off. She, puts the stuff on your stomach and runs that ultrasound, and she saw the baby, and we saw the baby on the screen, and just like before, she had to find the heartbeat, and we saw the heart, and she put the wand in that area, and there was no heartbeat. And so she looked at us, and she just said, I'm so sorry. And she just tried, and she tried, and there was nothing there. There was no heartbeat. And so we had just prayed for a healthy baby. And I knew that God answered that prayer. You walk down the streets of New York and you see other girls with their carriages and their strollers and their babies and their baby bumps, and you want it so badly. I started thinking, should I have done this earlier? Is this my fault? What's going on? I remember going in for the DNC, which is the surgery, and I remember crying because I didn't want them to take her away from me. I just imagined like my child going for testing, and it was so scientific, and this was my child. I just thought, I'm gonna be separated from this baby until I go to heaven. I just knew, like everything in my life, I had to wait a little bit longer. His plan is not my plan. His time frame is not my time frame. And there are seasons in our life, and he's teaching us through each of those seasons. And at this point, he was teaching me to wait and to be patient and to trust him. And so I had no choice. We go out to dinner with some friends, and then I told my husband, I was like, I think we probably need to take a pregnancy test. And so it was not romantic at all. We went into the bathroom in our tiny little apartment, in our pre-war apartment, this terrible bathroom. I just, did the pregnancy test and it said pregnant. We were in shock, not expecting it at all. The doctor told us, everything's great. She said, I promise you, everything is perfect. I wanted to tell my mom on Mother's Day, and I sent my mom a picture of the ultrasound, and I put it in an envelope, and I wrote, you're gonna be grandmother. Mom waited all day to open it. I called her, I said, did you get my gift? Yes, I haven't opened it yet, I promise you I will. I said, Mom, will you please just get the gift and open it while I'm on the phone with you? And she said, what is this? She pulled out the picture. She said, are you having a baby? And I said, yes, and she just starts screaming, Wayne, Wayne, Wayne. That's my dad's name. I am so glad I have a little girl. She's like my partner. She loves wearing my shoes. She loves putting my makeup on. She loves lip gloss. We can travel together one day, shop together. We'll decorate her college dorm together. I can plan her wedding. She's the best. She's my little girl. This world's amazing, and I'm loving my life, and I'm so blessed. But this is not it. I just know there's something better. I know that women are hurting. I know that men are hurting. I know that you can get through it. It might not be your plan, and it might not be what you want for your life. Know that God has a plan, and God works it all out. And life is just is such a journey, and every step of it, good or bad, still beautiful. My name is Ainsley Earhardt, and I am second.